Mary. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm not too bad, and you?
I'm doing good.
Alright.
So I just want to go over a little bit of what we discussed last time, just to recap on our goals that we had set together.
Okay.
We had talked about the houses, and we went and looked at a few.
Yes, we did.
How did you feel about those?
Well, there were a few that I really liked, and there were some that I have no interest in at all. Because
Okay.
I remember first saying that when the place that I wanted to be accessible for my disability. I
Mhm.
wanted to be able to move in there. It needs to be more spacious. I also wanted a basketball court or some sort of yard where I can play in the back and try to be mobile. And some of them have those, some of them don't. Some have both of the what I want, and some has one, not the other. But I can make my way through it.
Okay. Okay. Well, I really enjoyed looking at those houses with you. I thought
Thank
we
you.
had a good time,
Okay.
and your parents seemed to enjoy them. They seemed to like all of them as well.
Oh, they did.
Good, good. So I just want to go through and rate these houses with you so we can get a better idea of which one we want to move forward with.
Okay.
Because your discharge is in a month,
Mhm.
so we want to make sure that we have this lined up for when you're ready to leave and go on your own.
Okay.
So I just kind of listed them here, and I have the first one is the house with the red fence, and that was the 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and it was wheelchair accessible with its open floor plan, and it had the backyard, and the fence went all the way around, so your dog would have an open area to play.
Okay.
The second one was the blue house, and that one was the 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and it was also wheelchair accessible, and it was the open floor plan as well. This one had a smaller backyard that was also fenced, but it also had the a basketball hoop above the garage with
Yes,
the
I remember.
little court that you had mentioned you really
Mhm.
liked. And I put this third one that we had looked at on here as well. It was the one that you didn't really like, for the reasons of it was a little more cramped, and it didn't have the basketball court or the
Backyard
back.
or anything.
It had a tiny backyard. I don't remember it having a fence though.
Okay.
All these houses are close to your parents. They're not too far away and too close. It's kind of like a quick little drive,
Okay.
but still gives you that space for
Yes.
yourself. So the ratings that I had done was 1 being you don't like it at all, 2 being you'd rather not, 3 is that it would work just fine, 4 it was a good house, and then 5 being you're ready to move in tomorrow. So with the first one on here, the house with the red fence, what would you say that one would be for you?
It could work. I could probably. There's not a basketball court, but there's a yard with a fence in the back.
Okay.
A fence. I could always put up a hoop in the backyard, so this one could work.
Okay, so what number would you give that one?
Number 3.
Number 3? Okay. And then with the blue house, what would you?
Okay, that's the one that has the basketball court. It is accessible, wheelchair accessible.
Mm-hmm.
It is a 1 bedroom, and it's just myself and my dog, so it's fine. So that one I could move in tomorrow.
Okay,
Sure.
so you really like that one.
Yes, I do.
Good, good. And the third one?
That I did not like at all, so
Okay.
that's a no. It's number 1.
Big ol' 1. All right. Awesome. Well, I'm glad we got that done. I have the applications for both of them. We'll go ahead and fill the blue house application out and get that out to the bank and the
The realtor.
the realtor, so that they can
Okay.
get things moving and get your credit check and stuff, finances in order.
Okay, that's fine.
Perfect. So how have you been?
Well, my dad had a heart attack last week, so it's been a bit tough. My mom still comes to see me, but not as often as she used to because she has to take care of him as well. He got discharged 2 days ago, so
Okay.
he's home. So mom has to, be there with him. She can't leave him alone. She does come by ever so often, as she would call to see how I'm doing, but
Mhm.
it's not like she can be both places at the same time right now.
Have you been able to see him?
I haven't seen him. Well, mom video chatted with me, so I
Okay.
saw him on the phone, but
Okay.
I haven't really like seen him be physically,
Okay.
but I'm hoping to.
Good. Okay. And so how does that affect anything with the moving forward with the house, or?
Well, that was my that's been on my mind because it's gonna be difficult for my mom to take care of me as well as help take care of him. And if we're living two separate places and she has to drive back and forth, I know it's gonna be tiring for her. So I was thinking of probably reconsidering it, but I still haven't really made up my mind.
Okay.
I'm kind of hoping to talk to her about it and see what she thinks.
Okay.
Because I don't want to tire her out, but I would still need her help. I would still need some sort of help, even if I'm on my own, because I can't do everything by myself. And seeing that he's not 100%, she would also need to help him. So she can't be. I may need her at that time, and he needs her at the same time, and she can't be with two of us at the same time. As opposed to if we were living in the same house, she'd be able to give both of us her attention. May not be at the same time, but I could wait a few minutes instead of having to wait for a half an hour drive for her to get there. If we're in the same house, a few minutes should not make that much of a big deal.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to talk to her about it over the weekend. So
Okay.
we'll see how it goes.
Well, that's a perfectly normal consideration. Wanting to be able to help your mom ease her stress.
I know.
But what, with you'd wanted that self-efficiency. And your parents' house, we already know, isn't wheelchair accessible, so we'd have to go through
Trying to make it that way.
and get it wheelchair accessible for you, which is easy enough to do. Just another step. What I want you to do is think about the pros and cons for you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So what your goals are, think about those, and how, which is going to be best for you. Moving into your own house or moving with your mom. Neither of them are the wrong decision. It's just something to think about as far as moving forward.
Okay, so do I have to think about it now, or?
You can think about it now, you can think about it later.
Okay.
We can address it in our next session.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Okay. And so we can go. Do you want to move forward on the house now, or do you want to wait? Because
I would want to wait until I discuss it with my mom, so I would hold back on it for a while.
Okay.
And I'll let you know in the next session.
Okay.
What we decide.
And you don't have to. It doesn't have to be even the next session. We have a month.
Okay.
More to figure things out. So that leaves us about 2 more sessions, I think.
Okay.
2 or 3, and we can always do more if you need them.
Okay.
Yep, I have time that we can schedule an extra one.
Okay.
If you want to discuss more things.
That's fine.
So, with that, I want to think about in the last few minutes of our session. You had mentioned your other goal being mobility.
Mm-hmm.
So how has that been going?
Well, I have tried on the prosthetic leg, and I'm still trying to get used to walking in it. I still haven't gotten the hang of it. So right now I'm still using the wheelchair, and my therapy has been going good. Everything's healed up, and it's just me getting adjusted to using the prosthetic leg for now. But I think it will take some time, but I'll eventually get the hang of it.
Yeah, that's exciting though. Getting that
is.
movement back and getting up on your feet again.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
It is.
Makes me excited for you. That's awesome. So why don't you keep track of your like a self-reflection of how you feel about it in the next few days before our session, and then we can recap on that too.
That's fine.
For next time.
Okay.
Just to kind of keep track.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about before we?
No, that was about it.
Okay. So, just to reiterate, I want you to keep track of how you're feeling each day in your PT for getting that mobility back, and then the pros and cons of moving in with your mom, getting your parents' house wheelchair accessible, and more. What will make that easier for you, and then, or if you want to continue with getting your own place.
Okay.
And then we can work out if that's the option. we can always think about outside organizations that can come in and help you, just to ease, because I know you were worried about your mom having to make that drive every day, so we can ease that for you a bit. So there are other options.
All right then.
Yeah, so it was great to see you.
Likewise.
And we'll continue with our movements and our goals next time.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
Likewise.